bong.
Obamacare.
Bing, 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 bong, 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 bong.
Get those lights off.
Bing, 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 bing.
China.
Bong, bong. Bing, 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 bong.
Turn off the lights. I'm really rich.
Bing, bing, bong.
$1 million.
Bing, bing, bong.
It's Rubio.
Bing, 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 bong, 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 bong.
And by the way,
Bing, 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 bing.
I love China.
Bing, bing, bong, bong. Bing, 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 bong.
How can you not love China?
Bing, 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 bing.
I did make that. What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. Welcome back, CCC people. There will be hell to pay. All right, hold up. Now, wait a minute. They can't hear you guys. I knew something was going to go wrong.
Oh, they didn't hear my...
No, they didn't hear you, Toupee. I think they did hear this song. Nothing to do. Bruh.
Without us.
Oh, there we go.
It's a new part of the show where OhSnap puts out the topic, and then people in the chat guess what was
That would be great. All right, so now that I'm dying, guys, I'm so excited to be back. It's been so long. It's been a very long, busy summer. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm really excited to be here.
Live?
We are live.
What?
What?
Oh, I thought you were just being nice to us for once.
I'm just playing.
Oh my God, stop fucking with me, Ba. I'm not in the mood. I wasn't even sure I was doing anything right. I do have to get the chat up and running because it's definitely not running right now.
It's been a while.
It really has. What's up, chat? We got Z Black Rider, Timidas. What's up, you guys? I saw Daz here, Chelsea here, Jesse.
Holy crap,
OhSnap.
It's been so long, all your chickens have died in space.
Bye-bye, chickens.
Where's the chickens?
What's going on, people?
Can I say one thing?
Yeah, hi, Skull Stomper.
Holy crap, Sean Murray has made a comeback.
He has?
Yeah, No Man's Sky is trending.
No way.
No, it's not.
Yeah, there was a lot of people actually playing it again, which is really surprising.
I would totally play that.
Good job, Sean Murray.
Look at Sean. There he is.
Yeah,
See,
I had
when
to
you come
invite
out
him
from
back.
under their couch, good things happen.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. People only talk about broken games, not good games.
Oh, my bad.
Hold on. We can only talk about No Man's Sky. What was the Meta Who score?
Meta.
Meta who?
I don't know, but the VR stuff is freaking awesome. Good job, Sean Murray. I love you.
Does that get a separate meta? I wonder.
Meta Who?
Oh, I'm gonna look it up.
I feel like I'm in a Dr. Seuss book right now.
I feel like it might be coming up and trending to get closer to the Crackdown score.
Ooh, they're trying. Unknown error. Try again.
What's the score?
That's cool. We're not going to have a chat on screen today.
79 for No Man's Sky.
Alan, what is up, brother?
What's up, Scully? What's
Don't worry,
going on,
guys.
Gorilla Legends?
We will be live soon.
We are live, bot. We are. I'm just trying to figure out the chat. So what have you guys been up to all summer? Now that it's not summer anymore. Amen to that.
It's not summer?
No. Well, I guess it's technically summer, but
God,
it's
I feel
cold
so
out.
out of it right now.
It's cold out, so therefore it's not summer anymore.
cold
What?
Outside.
Cold? What's that? I don't know what that
I'm
is.
sorry. You live in the hot place, but it's freezing here. I can assure you, I make no lies.
Okay.
Yeah. What you been doing this summer, Foxy?
Wow. Family time and
Woo woo.
hanging out with friends.
and
literally
waiting
catching
for
up.
gears.
Yes.
Every day.
Dodging
Crying.
hurricanes.
Slapping hurricanes in the face because that one did not touch us at all.
Nice.
That's why it went up the coast. Yo, Foxy was out there on the beach and was like,
Yeah.
and
Shadowken,
right up-
and then it was gone. So,
see. I like
but yeah,
it.
hanging out with friends and stuff. I've been catching up with old friend of mine that I met on the 360.
Wow, that's
And-
nice.
Yeah, so now we're hanging out again. We're planning on like getting the new COD and stuff like that. And going to her house and like hanging out there certain weekends. It's really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
OhSnaps only eats fish as well, so cod is like right up her alley.
Yeah.
but
I ate vegetables too, so let's not forget that bot. How about you?
Only vegetables raised by fish.
How about you, Crispy? What you been doing this summer while you were away from here?
Waiting for Gears, basically.
You too,
that's
huh?
about it. Yeah, I mean, one Gears to another. That's the way it goes.
All right.
A few beers here and there.
We're not doing that this time.
A few beers, few fires. All the good stuff. Work, lots of work.
Drinking some flyers, sitting around the beer.
Everybody needs their steaks. You know what I mean? That's
I don't eat steak. Ew. All right, guys. So
you love steak.
How about you, Super?
nothing. My most exciting part of summer was I had a garage sale this weekend, and I'm exhausted from it. It's hard work.
Everything's
I sold
hard
my
work.
Xbox One X for $9.99.
You're a liar. Such a liar.
$2. I sold my Xbox One X.
Free 99. All right, and Xbox. How about you?
Sonic tried to eat crazy glue over the summer, and it actually glued his mouth shut for a little while.
I tried to snort that stuff.
Whoa!
It just stuck there. It said super glue. It just stuck up my nose.
I didn't even get high off of it, man. It just closed my nostril.
Yes, Tim, you need coffee. It's part of the name of this podcast.
I'm having my coffee right now.
I don't have my coffee yet. I have to go downstairs.
Butcher, what you been up to?
Oh, not much. Just been working a lot. Summertime is always our busiest time for work, so I've just been working, and playing games when I can.
I hear that. Story of my life, working. Who else did I forget? That Xbox guy.
Me?
I guess
What
so.
do you want?
What you been up to this lovely summer? As if I didn't know.
I've been acting like I've been listening to my lovely wife, beautiful wife.
Wow.
I lifted a lot of heavy stuff and moved it from one apartment to the other.
Mm-hmm.
He
called me lovely, you guys. He's up to no good.
What did you do wrong?
No, I just said because I said that because I said I acted like I was listening to her. Throughout the whole summer. I'm like, yeah, no, I got that, no problem. I didn't even hear what she said, but
that's what she said.
Other than that, playing Destiny 2, playing Gears, playing NBA 2K, which is my latest addiction in gaming. I can't stop playing the My Player. Freaking love that game. And
so cool.
Telling the kids they can't play video games all summer long. It's been great.
Very nice, Xbot. Sounds like you've been super busy.
Super busy.
Did I skip anybody? Z Black Rider's barbecuing steak tonight. I'll save you some, Mel. Oh, that's so sweet. I might eat it, though. I might eat it. Just by accident or something.
She has cheat days when it comes to steak.
I actually don't. The one time I did, I got sick. But anyways.
I thought it was meatloaf.
Okay, that was the first time.
Oh, okay, sorry.
And it wasn't even good. That was the first time I decided I wanted to be a vegetarian.
She was talking about the first time. You know what I'm saying?
First time, yeah. No, it's okay, Fox. You just told everybody my dirty laundry. It's all good,
sorry.
though.
No, never again.
I forgive you. So anyways, guys, we've got a lot to talk about. It's been quite some time, and I feel a little bit lost.
We have topics?
Yeah, but we always have topics. You never know what they are.
I didn't see the topic. There's a topic list. Anybody help me? Was there a topic
The
list?
whole chat is a topic list.
She said she had one. She just didn't send it to us.
Stuff.
I hate topics.
The list is in our hearts.
God, thank God for Foxy.
Listen to your heart.
All right, so
Silence, you funny fool! I had it with your whining and bumbling.
I wanna start off the show tonight with the fact that not too long ago we just did a podcast. Maybe I don't know how many months it's been. And we were discussing how Metacritics don't matter, and everybody in the community was talking about how Metacritic scores don't matter. Because, what was it? What the hell is that game? Crackdown got a crappy score. And all of a sudden, Metacritic scores didn't matter, and everybody was just talking smack about it, right? And then the Metacritic score comes out for Gears 5 because Gears, I mean, it hasn't even officially launched, but we get to play it early because I guess Xbox Game Pass.
Ultimate.
Don't say that word.
The Ultimate. Oh, I know. He's triggered already. He just knew my thought. And now everybody's talking about how it's a good score. And, 5 minutes ago, it didn't matter. Metacritic scores were nothing. No one cared about them. We don't care about review scores, right? Now they're a huge difference. So I just want to know, why does it matter when a game gets a good score, but when a game gets a crappy score, everybody's just like, it doesn't matter. Let's brush it under the rug. Screw you guys, So, Foxy, do you have an opinion about this whole Metacritic score? Because I'm pretty sure you don't care about the scores, correct?
Yeah, definitely. I don't care because it doesn't sway my opinion in picking up the game or not, one way or another. Yeah, I mean, it sucks to see a game that you're looking forward to not do so hot, not do so great, not be the top of the charts, But I understand why it's a discussion, like a topic, when people want to point it out, discuss, break it down. Why did this happen? And what about the reviews, like from the best reviews to the worst reviews, what's the differences, right? So I understand it in that aspect, but at the end of the day, when I wake up in the morning and I know Gears is gonna, the reviews and stuff are gonna come out, I don't run to Meta and go, I have to see the score. I have to know if I'm gonna pick this up. That's never goes through my head. What I think about is I can't wait to play this
I don't
game.
know, Foxy.
That's what I care about.
I think the first thing that you were doing was looking for that score.
Okay.
Not at all.
Here's my point.
But wait, one last point I wanted to point out. I understand why, even if people like me that don't care about the meta or care to point out the score on Twitter and boast about it or anything like that, or to complain about it, I understand why some of us do point it out when it does get a high score, because we're proud to see the game that we're looking forward to doing so well, and a lot of people agree. So I do understand that aspect as well, where it's like, wow, you got a 95 or higher. That's amazing. I'm happy for the devs and the studio. But again, it's not going to sway whether I get the game or not. If I'm a fan of the game, or if I'm looking forward to the game, or if I want to wait, like Control, I'm going to wait for that later on and get it on a sale. Then that's up to me. I have no idea what the score for that game is.
Okay. So, all right. How about when people say, no, it doesn't matter when it gets a crappy score, right? But then you're happy that it got a good score. To me, I feel like I don't look at any scores unless, of course, the community talks about them. I don't know. I kind of lost my train of thought because I was looking at the swirls on the screen.
No, I know what you mean, hypocrite.
I don't know. I feel like it is. It feels like it's wrong because I don't know, you can't be mad about, getting a negative Metacritic score and then just be like, oh, well, they don't matter, and then be happy. I don't know. That's just my odd opinion, I guess.
Oh, snaps. It's kind of weird, the situation with Gears, because what happened with Gears is a lot of, Xbox people got upset that it didn't get, a 90 or higher.
Okay,
in this Meta Who score, but here's the funny thing: the PlayStation extremists are using reverse psychology to make the Xbox people even more upset. They're like, well, why are you so upset? I mean, 86 is a really good score. I don't know why you would be upset. And then they're talking about their 90 plus rated games on that platform. It's all console war BS. If you don't care about review scores and stuff like that, you just don't care about them, whether it's a good score or a bad score. The only thing in reviews that I look at is I look at what people actually thought about the game. If they said something about the story,
what they actually wrote out.
Yeah, if it lacks proper pacing or something like that. So this way, as I'm getting into the game, I know whether or not that reviewer has kind of the same gaming mentality I have, and if they do, I'm gonna kind of hear what they say a little bit more. Yeah, I
was trying to let Xbot finish his sentence. Hold up, Kitty. The kitty, Shipcat Kitty is here. All right, Xbot, go ahead and do it.
Oh, 3, 2, 1. Battletoads!
Wow,
I can't wait for
Xbot.
that game, man. I swear.
Thank you, Basement Radio
I'm not saying
Podcast,
a
for that super chat. I wanted to do it, but I got a little shy, so I was like, I'm gonna let Xbot finish saying what he's saying and then do his little Battletoad yell. Although I've been having a lot of practice because Yobi, every time he knows Xbot's around and we're doing some type of game streaming or whatever, he'll be like, Battletoads, and then I just don't do it like Bot.
Shout out to my brother Yobi.
All right, guys. But anyway, Xbot, finish your thought.
No, it's just like I said, like, and my whole thing, I went out there with the hashtag on Twitter, and guys, if you agree with this, hashtag it out on Twitter, meta who. Because when it comes down to it, all people are using Metacritic for now is strictly console war arguing points, like either way. And when it comes down to it, you know, I've played up to like I've gotten into Act 2 of Gears, and I absolutely love the campaign.
Okay, time out, Bot. By going out there and hashtagging meta who blah blah blah, isn't that still acknowledging that you're acknowledging the fact that there are fucking Metacritic scores? I'm sorry, it's like a vicious cycle in my head.
No, because if you do this, if every time somebody brings up something to you on social media that has to deal,
I feel like that's extra effort, Bot. I cannot word.
Just hashtag meta who. And
why? I don't need to. Okay, but anyways, I see what you're saying, Bot. Okay.
We're creating a movement here, lady.
I'm not involved in this movement.
Where are we moving at?
I think
right by the beach.
I think it's fun to guess Metacritic scores, but okay, I just looked at something. Remember that game Journey on PS4?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
I
like
remember
it,
the
Foxy?
PS3. Yeah, it's
Okay.
pretty cool.
Okay, I hate that game. That game's
Oh.
stupid to me. That game,
I mean, okay.
that game's got a 92 on Metacritic, and so like in everyone's eyes, it's kind of better than Gears of War. Metacritic's just fucking stupid. Sorry about that.
It says the guy who said he's going to be super positive today.
He's right, though.
Metacritic's wonderful. they're very honest. We have the most honest reviewers. I just posted a tweet a couple of days ago. I miss old reviews like remember X Play with Morgan Webb and what's his name?
No, I don't know what you mean.
Adam Sessler.
Yeah, Adam Sessler, Morgan. I miss like old reviewers and stuff. All this Metacritic.
Dude, you
crap
miss
is
everything
stupid.
old. You're just completely
Some
retro, except for
retro.
VR.
Yes.
Except for VR. Like
Retro and
you're
VR.
completely retro and then VR.
I like Halo.
Do you? Did you like Halo 5?
Yeah.
All right, so I want to.
There we go. In a whole nother realm right there.
Yeah, let's stay on track here real quick because I have a few things that I want to touch on when it comes to Gears in general.
Yo, lady.
Yes, lady.
A few things that you want to touch on, huh?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Titles, not titles. What the fuck am I saying?
Titty
Anyways, titty sprinkles. It's like his Battletoads. My titty sprinkles. All right. So, anyways, Supersonic, did you finish your thought?
No.
Does you say titty sprinkles?
All right, Crispy Bob. Moving on to you. Let's hear your opinion on this whole back and forth flip flop and Metacritic score.
The fact is that the game is far better than 4. I'm sorry. That's the only problem I have.
Crispy makes a great point on this. Yeah, go ahead.
It's far better than 4. I mean, 4 was 84. And what are we at 86 now? I don't know. It was 85 yesterday. 85. 1 point. Really? 1 fucking point. Excuse my language. Okay? That's ridiculous. All right? It's unheard of. I have played both games. I'll tell you right now, Judgment for me was trash. Mm-hmm. Absolute trash. And I was a gearhead far before that. You know what I mean? So I would call out trash, or I would call out, it's just, it's Gears 4 reskinned. No, it's not. I'm sorry. I don't care what anybody says. And that's why it's number 1 on Steam, because people see what the hell they did. And that's what matters. And that's why, even though I laugh at it and I'm still mad that it's only an 85, you know,
You mad?
Xbox saying Meta who is true because in the end, if this game sells 10 billion copies and it was on Xbox Game Pass the whole time, that's a big freaking deal. You know what I mean? That's huge.
Mhm.
And they did it in 2.5 years. We'll go to Xbox for that.
2.5 years, buddy. Ew. That's the thing that impresses me most about the game. But I think we're going to talk about the game a little bit later. We're on some website that does numbers or something right now. So
Yeah, here we are. All right, well then, let's move along to Butcher Van.
All right. So what I think as far as reviews go, like I get why people are so upset about Metacritic scores.
Yeah.
But I look at it in a different light. I look at it like instead of looking at these scores, what people should be looking at is finding their reviewers that are more tuned to their personality and their likings, and then see what they have to say about the games that they want to play. That's what I would recommend instead of doing this whole, because like this has this score and this has this score, because there's going to be people that don't like a game, and then there's going to be people that really like a game. So the scores are always going to be mixed. So my recommendation would be just find a reviewer that kind of personally you attach to and see what they say about something before you try it, or try it for yourself. But as far as Metacritic goes, I don't ever pay attention to it.
I'm just so confused as to how 1 minute nobody cares, the next minute it's a huge deal.
it's because console war stuff, lady. Like what it is like when Crackdown came out, it got a low score, and people were like, "Well, we don't care about it. We're just gonna play the game." And that's the way I was, and I absolutely enjoy the story of Crackdown. But then with Gears, it was supposed to be that shining beacon of revolution. Like so many people say how Xbox has no games, and then when they do have games, they're crappy games, and Gears was supposed to be that shining light in the darkness. And then they came across with the score. The score means something to people who are trying to find points, get points for their preferred piece of plastic.
That's basically all I see, because anybody who's touting like, "Oh, hey, got a great Metacritic score, blah blah blah," that was the same person who said scores didn't matter when fucking Crackdown came out. And I mean, no offense, but I just did not love the game. I didn't.
I don't yell at, like, I'm not like, "Oh, how can you hate the game?" All I do out there on social media and stuff is say I like the campaign. I was like, I don't think it was trash, and then people come at me like, "Oh my goodness, what are you talking about?" And this and that, whatever.
That's crazy when people go out of their way and correct you on your opinion. I'm like, what?
Yeah, no, you're wrong. How you feel is wrong right now. I'm only saying that to quote unquote damage control. I'm like, no, I don't damage control anything. Like, I've criticized Xbox where I feel like they should be criticized. I said the multiplayer. I was like, the biggest detriment to the multiplayer was the fact we couldn't bring our friends in to begin with on Crackdown. I can almost guarantee you that the Crackdown multiplayer would be alive and kicking right now if they had that feature, which is just a regular feature for multiplayer games. If they had that day one, there would still be people playing the multiplayer right now.
Yeah, they would have gotten over the whole, like, multiplayer is supposed to be just as detailed. They would have gotten over that if they were there with their friends and having fun day one. I agreed.
Yeah, definitely. I like having Fox on.
Hell yeah.
I wanted to point out something crazy, because like I said earlier, like, meta doesn't matter either way to me. When I was younger, like when I was just playing 360 PS2 games, I would go online and look at different websites with different reviews from like 1 through 10, whatever. I never cared about meta, and I guess coming into the community, everybody just blew it out of proportion. And this is the main thing that I noticed that made me not care about meta like everybody else did. So I looked online and I saw that the original Gears of War has a 94. And I was like, well, of course, it's one of my favorite games. I saw that the Ultimate Edition, which is the same fucking game, just a remake, got an 82. And I said, well, I guess I'm not going to this website because I don't care. I love the game, and it looks even better than the first. They added a whole mission. They fixed everything in the game, cinematic-wise, multiplayer-wise, is 60 frames. But yeah, it got a lower score.
Well,
So that's why I don't care about meta, or in a way, that's one of the reasons why
And like
I
a lot
don't
of
care
people
about meta.
Well, Fox, I will say the original Gears when it came out. Let's all be real here. Like I remember when I first saw like screenshots to this game that was coming out. I never heard Gears of War. Like the screenshots for that time and that period in gaming.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That game was like revolutionary when it dropped graphically. You know what I'm saying? Like people didn't think we could get games like that on console. And
I agree.
So I can see it having a higher score then.
Yeah, but that's a
compared to,
massive
like,
difference for a remake.
Here's another thing. So people like say, well, they can say Gears of War is the same old shit and stuff, but Uncharted 4's got a 93, and guess what? That's the same old shit that Part 3 and 2
There
was.
was another point I brought up. Like, if God of War 2 comes out, you better say, well, it's the same God of War. It just reskinned or something. You know what I mean? Like, there's some of the reviews are just ridiculous. Like, it's Gears of War. It has to be Gears of War. Okay? They did as much tweaking as possible to make the game somewhat different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even the gunplay, like a lot of people are like, oh, it's not. It is not the same.
No.
Okay? And the recoil system and everything else that they implemented is extremely difficult to do, especially when they already had what they had with Gears 4. It is a totally different gunplay system.
Oh my god, hold on. There's a game called Flower. Hold on. There's a game called Flower.
That got a high score too, yeah.
All you do in that game is float around and collect flower petals. The end. That's all you do. That game's got a 91. What the fuck is going on?
Well, it probably runs really well. I don't know. Real quick.
No, it helps you sleep.
It looks beautiful, and when you're high, I mean, not that I would know.
Well, Foxy just stopped right there.
I could literally look in my backyard and do the same thing on that game. Look at flowers, petals fly off.
All right, so I want to go through the chat real quick. I want to say hi to Ash and Luca. She says reviews are just people's opinions unless they're commenting on technical issues. So, like at the end of the day, reviews should be used as guidelines, not as the end-all, be-all. And you know what? That's a really good point because a lot of people are like, "Oh, this game got a terrible score. I'm going to burn down the gaming community." There's no reason for that. There really isn't.
It's Twitter stuff. I still like looking at them, but after I look at the Metascore on games I'm interested in, then I'll go like listen to gamers that have the same taste, their opinions on it before I buy some.
I'm not gonna lie.
I think I'm gonna have to do a review of Gears 5 for my channel.
I don't think you have to, but that's a good idea. About a month ago, I muted my Twitter because I got so tired of seeing all like people arguing, and like I just shut down Twitter. And then having notifications pop up of stupid shit, and I was just like, you know what? I'm trying to like veg out on my life and focus on the important things, and people are just complaining and being negative Nancy's, and I don't want to see that, And unfortunately, we go and mute other people, and it actually helps, but. At the same time, like, I don't know. Why can't people just be normal fucking people? They can't.
You can't do that. You need to pick a side. Like, people compare, console gaming to like the NFL, which I does not make sense to me.
What?
'Cause at the end of the day, you have 2, possibly 3 companies if you want to throw Nintendo in there. But still, I think Nintendo is all handheld portableness. Like that's what's going on over there.
I like that.
Yeah, but even if you look at it, if you're a fan of like NFL and stuff like that, you have like 30 some odd teams to root for. Like if you look in the console gaming space, if you're looking at it like the NFL, there's only 2. Like that creates like a huge confrontation because there's only like 2 companies that you're siding with Sony or you're siding with Xbox, and it's really unhealthy. It's really unhealthy.
Well, at the end of the day, I guess it depends on your mood and your headspace and all that good shit. But anyways, let's talk about some Gears 5 launch because we've been bullshitting for a half an hour, and you know, I don't really care too much about the Metacritic scores. It just annoyed me that I went on Twitter and then all of a sudden they fucking matter again.
Yeah.
So as far as the Gears 5 release goes, now I'm gonna just say this. I started it today. Butcher Van, thank you for the super chat. Here is a 5 to celebrate Gears 5. That's actually a 2, so that's an upside down 5.
That's weird because I put 5 in there.
You
That's
can't.
really weird 'cause I put a 5 in there.
Hold up, Ship Cat Kitty.
Better throw 3 more ones out there.
Tears coming down my eyes ever since the start of his show.
All right, so Ship Cat Kitty is on the Ship Cat Kitty crack again. It's doing that crazy shit. Thank you for the
Echo.
super chat. Yeah, I was like, blah, 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 blah. But I just started playing Gears 5 today just because I simply did not have time. All right, and I wanted to be able to play a little bit of it, but just going into the game and having to do the beginning boot camp, I kind of got annoyed.
You can actually
girl.
skip that. You could skip that.
I did not know that. I was just like, and then I ended up getting a headache, and I'm not, hold up. Thank you for the super chat again, Butcher Van, who knows how to do an actual 5 this time. Here, haha. Ship Cat Kitty's about to sing. But here we go. Thanks, man. All right, Strip Cat Kitty's done singing. I forgot what I was freaking saying. God damn it.
Boot camp.
Boot camp.
It was
Okay.
annoying.
So, thank you, Fox.
Got a headache.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so I got a
Yes.
little bit of a headache, just from the movement alone. But other than that, I don't know. Like, I've been seeing a lot of people talk so great about this game, and everybody's playing it, and I'm watching everybody streaming. But even like, you know, when I wasn't here, when I was at work and whatnot. Luca, thank you for the super chat. Gears 5 is fire, but there are some glitches and bugs. Hopefully those will be taken care of soon. Happy you are back. Oh, thank you, Luca. I appreciate you. Strip Cat Kitty's about to do the echo thing again. Waiting. I'm trying to get to my point here. I'm never going to make it.
Nope.
There we go. Strip Cat Kitty got some glitches going. All right, so Strip Cat's done. So here's the thing, right? Everybody's talking so amazing about this game, but no one was really talking about the glitches, like Luca was just pointing out. And people are really making like not a big deal about it. I know it may not be game breaking, right? But from my perspective, someone who hasn't had the opportunity to play it yet, and seeing all the people kind of like sweeping the glitches under the rug. Maybe it's not game breaking, but I know a lot of people are getting disconnected from the servers. To me, that would really frustrate me. So my thing is like, how do you sell me that game if I'm like, I want to try the game, but everybody's having problems, but they're making it not seem like a big deal, but I don't have a ton of time. So like, how's that work?
People are actually, they started making a big deal of it today on social media. Like more and more people are saying, you know, in terms of, even Tyler that came over, he was like, man, like I try to play Horde and I get to like level 15 and I get kicked off the server. Or Predator last night was talking about glitches in the story where there was supposed to be a room for him to kick the door in to go into, and there was no symbol for him to kick the door.
That happened to me.
Couldn't do anything.
The second chapter where you're in, I'm not going to spoil anything, but you're in a place that has beds, and there's supposed to be a door. Like, I was in there for like an hour. What? Huh?
A bordello?
He doesn't know what that is.
I don't want to say what it is. Oh,
Long shot. Thank you for the super chat, guys. Strip Cat Kitty's about to go off. Hold that thought. Luca couldn't sign in to the campaign for 10 minutes, and like, see, stuff like that would make me like want to wait until the game fully launches. Strip Cat Kitty's doing it.
Like that will make you not play the game.
I'll say one more thing after the
All right, Strip Cat
Well, I
Kitty's
mean, it's
being
only $1 on Game Pass, so go
Okay,
play it.
that is not the point, though. Like,
Fuck Game Pass.
I was actually gonna
Don't get me
buy that
triggered.
game. I wanted to buy it, but then we were like, no, moving, blah blah blah, Game Pass, right? But I'm glad I didn't buy it Because I'd be really pissed. Well, when I mean, I really haven't had time to play anything other than GTA. But it's like at the end of the day, like seeing stuff like that and people making it not seem like a very big deal, which it may not be, but waiting 10 minutes when, like I don't have 10 minutes. I mean,
some people probably didn't get to that point yet because I've been praising it for like 2 days and I just got to that point. I got pissed and then I got pissed because I couldn't save my game.
Oh, wait. Like, Lucas says, what does being $1 have to do with the fact that AAA doesn't work? It's a good point because it's a AAA game.
Can we hold on for a second?
Yes, because it's supposed to work, and
we're 2 days from real launch here.
Oh, okay, this is real launch.
No. Wait. That doesn't matter because they're selling an $80 Ultimate Edition. I bought it physical, and if I didn't have Game Pass, I would be hella fucking mad. But I had more patience because of Game Pass. But it was very disappointing not being able to play it on Thursday night.
I understand what you're saying, but did you?
Crispy.
It's not even at launch. It's not even at launch, and it's
they're making people pay more for physical. I'm just saying for the physical one.
Crispy.
Yeah, for early access, it should work day one.
Crispy, you had the same exact fight for Fallout 76, where when Fallout 76, it was like a couple days before release, and you're like, hey now, it's a couple days before release. They have time to fix it.
Fallout who?
They have time.
I was looking
at I'm just saying, okay, it comes out on Tuesday. There's no way they're going to get all those glitches fixed in time. So
yeah, Game Pass isn't a fucking beta to fix shit. And anyone who ordered the Gears or Ultimate Edition, like Foxy said, the game should be working. But other than that though, that's Gears 5 is a freaking badass game.
We are talking about connection issues for the most part. Most people.
Can I also say one other thing about their marketing in this game? Okay, so Microsoft is really jacked up right now with their marketing because they say all over, it's posted all over, play early with Ultimate.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't say, and then if you go on the store or you go wherever it is, they have Gears for sale, but it's the Ultimate Edition Gears.
Mm-hmm.
They're not talking about, oh, you can play early if you have Ultimate Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
They say that in their commercials.
Well, on everywhere else it says play early with Ultimate, but it doesn't say what Ultimate. So if there's people that don't know what Game Pass Ultimate is, and they're thinking that you're playing early by buying Ultimate.
Because it's both Ultimate. The Ultimate Edition, digital Ultimate Edition, that people purchase, they're playing right now. And if you have Ultimate Game Pass, you're able to play it also right now. So when they say with Ultimate, they're basically killing two birds with one stone.
They are, but I think they should specify it a little bit better because it's really kind of confusing because a lot of people don't know what Ultimate Game Pass is.
That is true.
So they buy the game.
So they'll pay Ultimate price when they don't have to, when they can just upgrade to Ultimate Game Pass.
That's called good marketing. That's what Sony would do.
No,
I was trying to explain Game Pass Ultimate to Tyler's grandmother today and why it's a good thing, and she was like, "What?" It was confusing for her. Real quick, Garuda Legend says if you're having connection issues, it'll be worse when everyone can finally play. That is a really good point. And I don't want you guys to start fighting about this or anything, but I kind of do like a good fight. It's been a while. But at the end of the day, I don't want to say it's a bad game. I actually haven't gotten into it deep enough to play it. It's more the fact that I guess in a sense I feel deceived because everybody is talking about how amazing it is, but there are problems with it. Whereas another game, let's say a PlayStation game, they would be really pointing out those problems and shoving them in other people's faces at times,
Well, here's the deal. And see, this is where the whole console war thing is complete BS because, the game of the generation, God of War, guess what? Was absolutely riddled with glitches as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and that's something that people do not like talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But
so is Destiny, though. To be fair,
shut up, Ben.
I'm going to be honest. Every game that we're going to get now is going to have problems.
But
I think so.
Every high end 4K
guys, the reason why I say God of War though is because if you go out there on social media and stuff like that, and you listen to certain people, God of War was actually handed down from an archangel in its absolute perfection.
Oh no.
And stuff like that.
I don't remember any glitches in God of War when it came out.
Dude, I've seen quite a few, man. Like doing research on the game and stuff like that. And like when you're canoeing with boy, like you can glitch out and you can go underneath the island and stuff like that. Like there's a lot of glitches in that game as well, but it's not talked about. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't seen one glitch in that game. Just
well, well, see, you are not the end-all, be-all to game glitches anyway,
Everybody has different experiences, and the same thing with Gears of War. People are experiencing like stuff that I've mentioned from you guys or from Next or other podcasts. Those are different than the ones that I've experienced, but I've also experienced bugs and glitches and server issues, and all that is very disappointing. So when people ask me, and a lot of people have been asking me since Thursday, have you played Gears? Do you like it? How is
Strip
it?
Cat Kitty's about to go off. I'm sorry to cut you off, Foxy.
Okay. Oh wait.
Skull Stomper hit up the super chat. He said, "CCC, welcome back. Thank you, Scully. I appreciate you. You guys are amazing." Foxy, finish that thought.
Okay, so it was very disappointing for me to tell people, "Oh, I haven't played it yet. It doesn't work. There's server issues. There's bugs. I can't even touch the multiplayer. I can't even get in co-op with my friends." And that bummed me out a lot on Thursday and like most of Friday. But it worked at night, and I had to stay up till 5 a.m. because we actually started playing, and it was really fucking good.
Was that a Gears thing though, or was it an Xbox Live thing? Because Xbox Live went down.
No, Thursday was all Gears. The Coalition was having issues with the servers. It was all them.
Oh,
and then
gotcha.
the Friday, what was it, in the afternoon or towards the night? Then it was Xbox Live went down. But I was already
Spencer's like, someone's finally playing our console again. Holy crap! And the servers went down.
The server thing.
Okay, the internet was out too. Like here in New York, like all of the internet people who had our internet was out.
Optimum, okay. Like I had perfect internet. I had no problems with the game. I had one glitch where
I was like, maybe the world's ending. That's automatically
one chapter.
Yeah, but that's your experience. Everybody's different.
I haven't experienced any glitches.
But the connection issues and everything, I mean, who would have thought that this game would be like blown up like this? I don't think they
should have known. They were promoting it all over Game Pass for $2.
True story.
They should have been ready. That's the problem.
They were ready for everybody that
This is the same shit I said about Battlefield 5 when they were promoting the hell out of it and people were looking forward to it, and then the game had server issues, and I was like, EA, you should have been ready.
She's like, damn it, you make me look bad. I mean, I guess
so you get no free pass.
Well, but here's something else. Like what I'm thinking from like all the glitches that people are talking about, the server issues, I feel will be like fixed quicker.
Yeah.
Where like the in-game story issues, like where you're supposed to open the door but you don't have the prompt and stuff like that. I feel like those are actually more serious because those could possibly take longer to get a patch for. You see what I'm saying? Where when they're working with servers, they pretty much know. All right, well they can't handle the load. They're gonna set.
No, I agree because the server is more like a general thing. They could fix that, and then which I don't think they have ultimately yet because when I was playing multiplayer before getting on here, there were still matches I was getting kicked out of. But yeah, the bugs they actually have to go in the game, right, and then fix those things specifically. So yeah, I agree with you on that.
Yeah, and sometimes fixing a bug creates another bug and stuff like that. So like we don't know how deep down in the coding these bugs are to where how long it could possibly take for them to iron all that stuff out. Thank God, like going through all Act 2, because Act 1 to me, this Gears has the
I just want to say, Xbot is yelling. I can hear him down here.
To be the best Gears campaign I've ever played. To be really honest with you.
Okay, nice.
And like I thank God that I haven't run into any of those glitches. To be honest, 2 games came out on Thursday that I was excited for. Like I pre-ordered NBA 2K, and of course, got to play Gears 5 with the Ultimate Game Pass. Now, I will let you know, when it comes to NBA 2K, I already had to restart that game between 2 nights of playing it 4 times because it just wouldn't load the next chapter to my career. I got stuck in a load screen and stuff like that. Whereas with Gears, like I said, thank God I haven't had to deal with any glitches yet when it comes to that game. So NBA is treating me like crap, and all I'm doing is shutting the game down and restarting it again.
He's very patient with stuff like that.
Positive, real quick. I think Gears of War 5 is freaking badass. I think the lighting is freaking fantastic.
Well, that's where we're moving anyways. Your guys' thoughts on it, aside from the issues that you've experienced. So you can continue Supersonic, and then we're going to go down the line.
It's all good for me. It's way better than Gears 4. Here comes Strip Cap Kitty.
Elena, that is Skull Sumper's wife. Thank you for the super chat. I'm glad CCC is back.
Make it rain.
I missed you guys. Too.
Every time Strip Cap Kitty goes on, I hit my pod. I hit my pod device, yeah.
Xbot's not allowed to vape in the house. He set off the fire alarm.
This little rinky-dink pod device that does no cloud whatsoever.
Speaking of cloud, how's Xbox gonna do this cloud thing next month when they can't even, their servers keep shutting down? Okay, but anyway,
aren't they testing the cloud, sir?
I mean, you can say that about anybody.
What the fuck are we talking about?
So anyway, I think Gears is it's actually a very, very badass game. It's definitely better than 4. I'm only on the second level or whatever chapter.
Act 2.
Yeah, I'm on Act 2. The only part that made me mad is when I got stuck in that room, but other than that, it's very beautiful. I just stay in one room and look around at the lighting and see how light reflects off everything.
I agree.
Amazing how they did it.
He doesn't play the game. He just looks at it.
Yeah,
you have to. I'm going so slow and just looking at every little detail because they made a beautiful game. The gameplay is awesome.
Sonic's looking at every single detail, and all he's saying to himself the entire time, this would look great in VR.
I don't doubt that, honestly.
Hell yeah, I would not leave VR if I could go in Gears.
Thinking that Red Dead
or Halo.
Best looking game this generation, though.
All right, so since we got Supersonic's opinion, right? I want to move to.
I wasn't done, but okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Continue. After you, it's going to be Butcher Van because I don't want a positive person to jump in.
Okay, the gameplay is freaking top notch. I like a lot of the new mechanics. I like that little robot thing. I don't see why anyone would want to be that robot, but I like the RPG elements to it. I just think it's a lot better than 4, and I'm having fun with it. I'm digging it, but if I get stuck in one more room and have to restart, I'm gonna throw my Game Pass imaginary thing across the room and step on it.
Your Game Pass imaginary thing. Got it. All right. God damn it, Butchervan. I forgot your name again. I keep thinking midlife.
Foxes in chat. Look at all those foxes.
Those are kitties, you liar. Kayla brought me the OG Xbox Gears. Made me never want to leave. Oh, okay. Got it. So you're here because of Gears and Halo. Nice. All right, so I want to hear from Butcher Van because I know your experience is going to be different than everyone else's.
The van down by the river.
That's right, a van down by the river. Yeah, so I wanted to attempt to play Gears 5 today.
He wanted to love it.
I feel like I can't really talk about it unless I actually tried it out.
Mm-hmm.
So I played Gears 4. I enjoyed the story on Gears 4. I wanted to kind of get into Gears 5 and see what the story would be on Gears 5. And the game looks amazing. It does look really good. The lighting, like Sonic said, looks really good. Mm-hmm. But I think there's a couple flaws. In the dark areas, I think the lighting works for it a little bit better than in the light areas. Because it's when it's it's light outside, you can tell the foliage and everything is like lower quality assets than a lot of other games out there.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the game does look good, and it's really colorful, which is really cool. But the game's just not for me. Like, I tried playing it, I downloaded it, played through Act 1. I didn't make it all the way through Act 1. I was like, you know what? I can't stand the controls. And
Now, you didn't like Gears games prior to this, like the controls?
I struggled to play through Gears 4. I wanted to play through it, but I just couldn't stand the controls in Gears 4 either. And so I just kind of pushed it aside.
Yeah.
But I did like the story. The story's always been good, and I've always enjoyed that. So I wanted to try Gears 5, and it's kind of the same thing. Like, I get where they've made a lot of improvements over Gears 4, where Crispy was saying, and I think it is a definite improvement over Gears 4. It's definitely a lot better game, but it's not a game for me, not my style, and I don't like the way that the characters move. I don't like the way the characters run or how they run.
They run
I have a lot of little it feels really dated to me, and I just have little nitpicky things that all add up into being an experience that I don't enjoy, and that's why I stopped. So I basically I did uninstall it after about an hour and 20 minutes.
Excuse me, I burped. Okay, so my thing is, you only tried a portion of it. You didn't try the multiplayer. What was the other one? Escape. There's a lot of options on there.
Honestly, to tell you the truth, I've never cared for the multiplayer. Even in 4, I tried multiplayer in 4.
Mm-hmm. How about Horde? That's actually what I'm looking forward to the most.
The problem is if I can't stand the way the game controls, there's no way I'm gonna like the way the game controls in multiplayer. So,
okay, understandable. I feel like it's something that you have to get used to versus other games. And I totally understand what you're saying about that, because it took me like a little bit to get used to it. And even now, like, I haven't played Gears in a while, because the last time I played was Gears 4 when it first came out. And getting used to it again is really weird. And I don't love it, honestly. I'm not saying...
I know you can change the controls. I know you can remap buttons, and I know you can do all this stuff. But when I play a game, I want to play it as how they're giving it to you. Like, I don't want to have to sit there and try to spend an hour remapping buttons to make it so that I, make it like that. I just want to pick up the game. They're going to give you your demo, right? Show you how to play the game. All right, okay, yeah. They're showing me how to shoot and how to do all this stuff. Go through all the walkthrough. That works fine. I know how to do it. Go through. It just doesn't feel right to me. So, that's why, I don't know. It's just different. It's not for everybody. And other than that, the game's really good so far.
Is it too simplistic? All you have to do is hit the A button half the time. Just saying.
Yeah.
Wow, he's just being sassy right now.
Time, and then the guy.
No, I'm just saying.
Like hunches over, and then it looks like he's taking a shit while he's running.
So you're watching the character. He's watching the character animations all the time.
Yeah, well, who runs?
Is that your gripe?
who runs on their knees, like looking like they're gonna take a dump while they're running through an entire map?
I thought that was normal.
While he's running, come on.
How was that again?
So you don't think you breathe hard when you run like that?
No, I'm just saying, it's just like little picky things that irritates me.
Kind of like
the only problem I have with that comment is that all the military play this freaking game because they freaking know that it's more realistic than any other.
Hey, Crispy. Regardless of what you might think, there's not a game out there that caters to everybody. Okay.
Yeah. I know that. I know that. I appreciate. I'm not.
Acknowledge. But
I caught myself multiple times.
It's a bunch of little things. Just
I caught myself multiple times trying to change weapon with Y, or trying to reload with X. Stuff like that. It's all these little things that just.
Well, that's your fault for not going into the controller and actually looking at the settings.
Every single shooter game out there.
Crispy has a favorite community right now. I just want
to. That's like me with VR. I defend the shit out of that.
I can't
Are we-
co-sign this, Crispy. I can't.
Are we done attacking Van? We're gonna move on to Crispy's opinion.
Hey, I was mostly positive until Crispy jumped in.
I heard that. I heard that.
Hey, Van, too much
Crispy.
A button for you.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna go and take a shit real quick.
Yeah.
I just picture him running crouched now. That's really
I'll
awkward.
take your shit too.
The movement is logical when you have gunfire coming towards you. Number one, you have to run. You have to run lower to the ground. That is part of the. You have to use every cover that you have. So I mean, it's gonna look like you're taking a crap or some shit.
I thought I had a crotch, not dick. Oh, bad joke. Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, that didn't resonate. I'm sorry, bro.
I think Sonic immediately regrets that decision.
I missed what happened.
I didn't understand anything, but okay.
Cool.
And on top of that, you have a lot of more.
Strip Cat Kitty.
Kitty's gonna crouch for you.
Everybody freezes when you hear that phrase.
All right, Strip Cat Kitty. Tim Ados, thank you for the super chat. He said butts.
Wait, read the other thing he wrote before that. That's why.
Hold up, let me see. I watched those animations when Kate's running. Okay, butts.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
So real quick, before you guys go on in your argument or something that's going, I'm not really sure how this is going. But I know Van is disappointed with the game because they could have made Kate's butt a little bit fatter. That is directly quoting from our chat. But anyways, continue.
Yeah, I did say that the other day. I was like, you know what? They had a big error there. They didn't make her butt big enough.
That's his
kinda tied
whole
with
gripe
Laura-
with the game, guys.
She's tied with Laura Croft. I think.
There's the sexuality involved. Okay, I mean, come on. Let's get over
Where are
that.
we going with this conversation?
Kate's got a nice butt. Oh yeah.
Gruda's got a pinch of loaf, butts and booties. All right, so fuck titty
As
sprinkles.
years of butts, I cannot lie.
I get 2 extra points for Kate's butt.
Crispy,
Like 10 out of 10 now.
continue with your thoughts on the game overall, like how you like it.
The gunplay is different. It's challenging for even me, who has played Gears numerous times before. I'm not used to the recoil system. It is very smooth in the campaign for me because I played 60 frames per second on Gears 4 in the multiplayer way too much. You know what I mean? And having an X and everything else, it feels perfect. You know, it feels like when I hit cover, it felt very clunky in the past Gears when I went from campaign to multiplayer and back and forth. You know, always the campaign felt very clunky. And I always feel like now, like I'm playing, I could basically act like I'm playing multiplayer in the campaign, which is just amazing. And it's extremely hard to do for them because they had to put 60 hertz servers out. They did a lot of things that are like groundbreaking for any type of server setting, multiplayer setting. The campaign runs off the server too. That's why I think we're having a lot of problems right now because you have not only, I mean, everybody could say what you want, but the Steam people that are buying this game are running off of still Microsoft servers. So it's a fact that a lot of people don't want to realize. You have an influx of people that you didn't expect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that should be planned for, honestly, because
I don't know. I mean, Gears is kind of niche. It is. I mean, it's very.
I know, but people are starving for games out here, Crispy Bomb. What are you saying? There's no games on Xbox, so when the game launches, they should be ready.
But Steam
sorry.
has thousands of games.
I've been waiting for 3
Not
years for a
everybody
good
plays
game.
on Steam.
Oh,
No,
damn,
but-
Will said I'm starving, you guys.
We're tired of being pirates and shit.
Oh no!
What, pirates?
No. Oh fuck! My He-Man just fell over.
Oh, his leg broke off.
All right, anything you need to add, Crispy?
I'm good.
All right.
I made my point.
He can keep going if you want.
I know he could. I'm a little scared about that. He could talk Gears for like the entire 2 hours. Xbot, what are your thoughts about the game? I know you kept talking about how beautiful it is. How beautiful it is. Wow, how beautiful it is.
Well, first off, before I get into that, I just want to say a couple things. First off, Crispy and his whole breakdown, he did say Campaign Fairy. I will put that out there.
Camping Fairy?
Yeah. He said Campaign Fairy.
Where was
I? Fox. Fox said next podcast a little while ago, and I just want to let you know, Fox, for doing that and dropping the name of that podcast. The check is in the mail. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
That was a while ago, but yes, I'm glad.
The plan worked out. I had it in my mind ever since you said that. I'm like, I'm gonna wait my time to say that. But when it comes to this game, I will let people know I am not a heavy Gears guy. I get into the campaign. I like the story and stuff like that. I'll play Horde every once in a while, but I don't get into Gears a lot. So with that being said, I am truly impressed with Gears 5. What they did graphically and all around, total game, even gameplay wise, feeling the difference between the guns, even down to there's a difference between the Lancer that you have and the retro Lancer that you find out in the environment. They feel totally different.
I'll tell you right now, the Lancer.
Crispy, you had your turn.
Lancer and the Lancer GL. I'm telling you, pick up the Lancer GL.
You had your turn.
Totally different.
All right, and okay. Crispy, can I go on now? Are we good? We can do this? I'll take that as a yeah. But even new additions like the Lancer with the grenade launcher on the bottom of it is freaking awesome. The feel of each individual weapon and how it feels different, it definitely it has me looking through kind of like the battle arena areas and stuff and looking for the guns that I like to use more than guns with ammo. I'll be like, yeah, that gun's right there. Yeah, I know it has more ammo, but I don't like the feel of it, and I'll leave it. But then graphically, this game looks absolutely incredible. Whether it's reflections off the ice, whether it's you're in a dark tunnel and your jackbot is lighting the way down it. Everything in this game looks incredible except for fire. I do have to say it, guys. Nobody has said it yet. If you walk up to like the rubble for a city that like has been attacked or whatever, and you see the fire is really low resolution and stuff like that, but it's really something very minor. Skybox looks absolutely insane. The character models,
skyboxes are absolutely outstanding. Okay, go ahead.
The character models, you have 50% more polygon count to the character models, adds even more detail to the characters. And let's be real here, we're talking third-person shooter, so you're always seeing your character. So it's a good thing to make sure that character always looks good. It's something that Call of Duty, being a first-person shooter, they always focused on the gun that was in the person's hand, and they wanted to make sure that above anything else had like the most detail to it. It's the most common thing that you see when you're playing the game, and they did that with the characters as well. The thing I'm most impressed about, and I've said this on a couple shows already, but I really want to hammer it home out there, is they made this game in 2.5 years. Like, when it comes down to it, a common game development cycle is 3 to 4 years without any setbacks. They made this game in 2.5 years, and they made it to the point where people are looking at it as, this is one of the top games, even if it's just graphically, one of the top games this generation. And they did that in such a short time period. And it makes me think that, when it comes to first-party studios, this is the game that launched, and moving forward, I think that Microsoft first-party studios, they have a really good grasp on the hardware, on the development tools. The first party is going to be talking to each other throughout their.
Well, hold on. Doesn't Call of Duty make a game every year? Or
It's different studios or
well,
developers.
okay, every other year though. I mean,
Yeah, they have 3 different development teams.
And
that
they
make-
run so
they-
smoothly and perfect. It's incredible.
well, neither one do, but and
Yeah,
they
but
use a lot.
they all share assets too, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're using the same assets and crap and adding stuff to this Gears and stuff. So, I mean, I'm not giving them that much credit. The game is freaking awesome and stuff, but I wouldn't give them that much credit for 2.5 years when I see other people doing the same stuff.
I mean, like I've said, they're masters of Unreal Engine. They are.
One of
Right.
the biggest issues with Call of Duty coming out every year was people were like, when the hell are they going to make a new game engine? They finally did it for this Call of Duty coming up. But let's be real here. Even though they're coming out every year and there are different development teams, each development team actually has 3 years before their game comes out. And they really weren't doing anything special with the franchise.
Mhm.
I mean, let's be real.
They also have Raven helping them a lot. The other studio.
And that's still 6 months more than what the Coalition did with
Yeah.
Gears 5.
Because the Coalition's always been working, like, even before when they were, like, Black Tusk, I think it was.
Black Tusk.
They
I still like
were
that
work-
name better.
Yeah, they were working on a game before that, and then they asked them, do you want to do Ultimate? Do you want to work on Gears? And they said yes. So, ever since they started doing Gears Ultimate Edition, they were working on Gears 4 in the background. And then, once they finished, or they were finishing up Gears 4, they were working on 5 in the background. So they keep working. They're just in rotation.
Nice.
That is an example of a dev team that knows what the hell they're doing. They know exactly what they want to make, and they make it. No muss, no fuss, no delays. They know exactly what's going on, and they have the talent to produce it. I mean, you got
It
to
is good. It is good. Very good quality. I'm glad we finally got a very high quality game.
We've
All right.
had many high quality games on Xbox too.
All right, I want to move on,
Lucky's
guys,
Tale.
to hear from Foxy.
Oh, Lucky's Tale. That's a cute game.
Perfect timing.
Lucky's Tale. Okay, so yeah, I agree with a lot of the stuff that you guys are saying, how beautiful the game looks and everything. And the guns, definitely you got it spot on describing the guns and how differently they are. I literally said that about Forza back in the day. I think it was like Forza 4 or something like that, the Motorsport. Then I was like, wow, I'm in a muscle car and this car feels heavy. And I was like, I don't know how to describe that. I'm on a controller. And I don't know, like, it's really weird when I was playing with the guns. I think it was yesterday, actually. And I picked up a heavy gun. And I was like, this feels heavy. This weapon feels really heavy compared to the past and all the other Gears games that the guns are very different. They shoot differently, use them differently, but now you feel it as well. I really like that. Character development is really important right now, especially the fact that we just met these characters in the last game. And obviously, we're also seeing old characters from before, and you see so much change, growth,
Yo, Fox.
personality.
Characters, Fox. After the first act, were you kind of mad at JD as well?
I was.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, kind of.
She was
Yeah.
pissed
I was a
off.
little pissed off. I'm like, yo, how could you, man?
Like, how the fuck? But yeah, character development, like the personalities, like there's a lot there. There's just specifically about the characters, and then when you add the story that's happening around them, it's just amazing, and I love that. I'm fangirling when I'm like looking and listening to what they're saying, and when they reference to stuff like from before, there's something specific that happens with Marcus that I've been wanting to know since Gears 4 regarding another character, and they mentioned it here, and I was like about to cry. I was like, finally,
Aww.
I just wanted to know what was happening with. Yeah, so that's really cool. And then obviously, I already love the Gears gameplay. I love the guns. I love the fact that I could do campaign, multiplayer, horde mode, and now escape. So I like having all those options. And when people do ask me how I'm enjoying the game, how I'm liking the game, I immediately say, it's amazing. It's awesome. when it works. There's no way that I'm gonna like sugarcoat that and just be like, yeah, it's amazing and I love it and it's perfect and it's my game of the year. I'm not gonna say that without mentioning that there are issues. I was bummed out with the servers and I am bummed out with the bugs, especially when I'm trying to play co-op with my friends and they getting kicked out. Then we have to back out because I lose the immersion. I have to back out to pick them up again, or
That's
maybe
why
they
I went
host
single player.
and then like. But I mean, I already told them, hey, I want to play it with you guys. I've literally played through all the games, specifically with Timodos, over again compared to like before when I've played them by myself or with my ex. And now that I'm playing all the Gears games and I've streamed them all, I told them straight off the bat, Tim, we're gonna play together. And then we had the robot, the whole Jack thing happening, and I was like, oh, cool, we get Skromo in here. This is perfect. This is going to be our game, right? So I was so happy to go in there with them and just, like, be immersed in one of my favorite franchises. And then there's bugs on top of that, and then we're getting kicked out, and I'm like, that sucks. I really want to enjoy this. I am enjoying the story, but I'm not liking the bugs and the server issues.
And this is why I saved the best for last.
You know what else I like? Like all these characters on Gears 4, I didn't really care about them. Like I felt like they had no personality or anything. But it's totally changed in this one. Like I like every single character now, and the music is like phenomenal, man. I love the music. Voice acting's great.
Yeah.
And
Sonic is not telling you guys his favorite character is Foz. That's who he
yes. He's such a dick. He's such a dick. I love that dude. He's awesome. He's so mean to everyone.
You know, that's like kind of like it reminds me of Baird. Like that's how Baird was back then. And people were like, "Oh, he's a sarcastic asshole." It's like, "Oh, but I like him." And then now I see Foz, and I'm just like, "I can't stand this guy."
For real.
He's awesome. Yes. Yeah, the characters are awesome now.
Snaps is left out. We're like talking about characters and everything, and she's
no, I have no idea what's going on, but you know, at the end of the day, I will get around to playing the game. I just I don't know when, because all I do is play Grand Theft Auto now.
You know, I think when it comes to boot camp, the way that the environment's layered out, it's really layered more like a multiplayer map. I think you might do a little bit better when you skip the boot camp and just go straight into the story.
Yeah.
Butcher, what microtransactions are you talking about on Gears?
Oh, no, I was just making fun of it because we were saying you can play as like the Terminator and Gears and stuff.
Yeah, that's
so
right. Sonic didn't bring that up.
Microtransactions incoming.
I already saw the microtransactions.
Bullshit in it again.
Just like Gears 4, you know that they are going to
goodbye those
microtransactions.
I don't know. I honestly missed the loot boxes, to be honest. I honestly missed them.
To see what other characters they come out with. I guess Batista and some other people are going to be put in.
Batista, yes.
Yeah, you can buy those with in-game currency. I don't really care either way for that, but I mean, it is weird running around in multiplayer and seeing almost everybody be a Terminator, and I'm like, what the fuck am I playing right now? And then a lot of people are like, you know, the Halo Reach characters, and I'm like, cool. So when I'm like running around and talking to them, I'm just like, hey, Halo, hey boy, come here.
Hey boy, get over here.
I have a question. Is there any pay-to-win microtransactions in this game on any modes?
No. Anything that you can pay for is completely
typically skins.
Cosmetic.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all 100% cosmetics.
Yeah, but I'll tell you right now, the loot boxes gave you more options, and now it's like you got to really grind. Which, hey, people asked for it and they got it. They did. We all asked for it. Even me. I asked for it and I got it. And I'm actually, I wish I went back to where it was.
Yo, I gotta say, shout out to Jago in the chat, but like, he's got some type of hatred for Dell. I'm watching the chat and he's like, yeah, no, all the characters are great.
Dell is a turd.
That asshole Dell. That you crap Dell.
It's because every time you go down, you yell for Dell to get you up. You're like, Dell, goddammit, get over here.
Yeah, the dude don't ever come revive me, the asshole. What happened? Like the last Gears, everyone would run and come and revive me and shit, and he's like standing right. I'm like looking up at him. And
Maybe he just doesn't like you.
Dirt. He won't freaking revive me.
So I have a question, guys. I'm sorry, Fox. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna chime in what he said about the AI. When you're in single player, the AI is very special. They're a little slow. And it's okay. You know, they should fix that. But it does suck when it prevents you from progressing. Like when the bot doesn't open a certain door for you and it's just standing there or hovering there, whatever. That is a big issue. They need to fix that if they want people to continue progressing through the story.
Oh, hold up. I got TV volume on here. All right. So,
Hold on,
Fox.
TV volume. What are you doing?
Okay, no. I just wanted to see something. All right. So, what is Escape like? Because I see that we can play it. I don't know if the servers work, but nobody's really talked about that.
I heard it's good.
So, who here has played it? Anybody?
Has anybody
Not
played
me.
it?
What is it?
No, I heard
Escape,
it's good.
the new mode.
Crispy.
Because I think that was what I was more
dived-
interested in.
I dived into Horde first. That was the first thing I did, and
Yeah,
it was
Horde.
really good. I must
You would have
say.
played dodgeball.
Well, no,
I don't even-
I played King of the Hill, dodgeball, all them.
So, no
But-
one's played Horde?
I mean,
No, like we're too scared to get kicked out. I mean, is that the new Should we all just wait like until
That's
they
what I
give
think
us
I'm
an
gonna
okay
do.
to play the game?
I think I'm going to wait a little bit before I really dive into the game, though I do want to try
She's
Escape.
only saying that because she wants to play GTA.
Fuck
more
off,
than
bot!
anything else.
Snitches
No,
get what?
If somebody asks me for my advice on like should I try to jump in now and deal with the bugs and things or server issues, or should I wait? I would recommend that somebody would wait because
Okay.
I mean the reason why I'm pushing through and the way that I'm playing is because it's Gears, right? And I'm a hardcore fan and I'm like fuck it, I don't care. Like yeah, it sucks that those things are there, but I want to play it. And I jumped straight into the multiplayer. I jumped straight into the campaign. Horde and Escape could wait. I don't need to play those things right now, but I will be checking them out later on.
Yeah.
But yeah, if anybody asks me, I'll just be like, yeah, just give it a minute. It's not your fault. It's the coalition for having these issues in the first place. Now it would suck if you play it tonight and you have so many issues and you experience all the things that people are complaining about, and guess what? You might not feel like coming back. So that's not
That's
on
a
you.
good point. That's a
That's
good
on
point,
them.
Fox.
Did you beat the whole game, Foxy? The
No,
campaign?
I'm on Act 2. I'm almost done with Act 2, I believe.
Nice.
Hey, Mel.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Remember when Friday the 13th came out and we were all playing?
Ooh, yeah.
and we kept getting dropped from the servers.
That was the worst day of my life.
Yeah, we spent like half an hour.
A day.
We spent, the whole day.
It's like a month.
Server, and you'd be like, I just wasted a half hour of my life because I didn't get credit for it. That's what it feels like in Gears right now, right?
All right, good to compare
No,
because I don't know.
That's not that bad for me because I'm just doing the campaign. I'm just tired of getting. I've only had one glitch where I couldn't get out of that room, and then like the thing that annoys me is you can't just save the game, and there's no. I can't tell where the checkpoints are, so I can't tell. Okay, I just beat this hard part. Should I keep going for a while so I hit a checkpoint? And I just don't know where the checkpoints are. Or
I would
like
say
that.
you should see a cog on the either left bottom corner or the right bottom corner. But
I don't
if
see
that's a
any
bug,
cogs.
then you don't see a cog. Then maybe that's a bug.
Fuck.
All right.
Come
So
on,
Jago
listen.
said, Invader played Escape. Ask him if he's still in the chat. So Invader, let us know what you think of Escape if you are still here.
I definitely, I gotta try
Jake played it.
Escape because I want to because you can make your own escape maps and you can have your friends play them and stuff like that. So I want to make like a next podcast escape map, and I want to make a quote unquote console war escape map where there's just nothing but bots coming at you and stuff like that. Like I got ideas for it, but I definitely want to go through and try it out. So this way I know exactly how I'm gonna lay out. Like
Do a Sarah Connor versus a bunch of Terminators coming at her.
Tim was
So
playing
you
it
can
now.
just do that in multiplayer right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's me in multiplayer. You just described it literally. I swear I was going against 4 Terminators and like 1 Swarm, and I was Sarah Connor.
Tyler said
I was
Escape
like,
is
what the-
hard. in the chat.
Yeah,
nice.
Tim played it as well, but I don't know what difficulty he played it on because there's different difficulties.
So they're gonna release Versus and Horde tiles for the map builder. By the way, they're going to do that. So it's about to get interesting because they're gonna basically have the community build their maps. I think.
So it's
They're
like
gonna
Tim is a
Forge from
beginner.
Halo.
Yeah, but
Shout out to Halo OG.
Well, here's the deal when it comes down to it, and some people have made some absolutely incredible Forge competitive maps and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, let's be real. When you go in and play Halo 5, when you're in kind of like the waiting room to see what map and stuff you're gonna go into, when you see a Forge map, you're like, At least
that's my favorite part of Halo is going into custom games.
Yeah, he totally is.
I'm proud to be a weirdo, but that's my favorite part of Halo is custom games people make.
Custom games. Ask the
They're
Don.
fun. People
Dude,
are so creative on there.
I like competitive. I like going in there.
I like that too.
Yeah, like I like it more than custom.
Yeah, I like it more. Yeah, you're right.
Don used to try to he'll be like, yeah, just let me take over and we'll go into this and competitive this, and he brings me into sumo.
Or anti-gravity.
It's just fun, man.
The anti-gravity is awesome.
I used to like when people made like racetracks and one person would be on a rocket launcher and you'd race around and shoot each other and crap. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of fun in custom games on Halo.
Duck Hunt as well.
Yes, I made a really good
Supersonic, why are you yelling? You're so extra loud.
I love Halo Forge.
He's excited about Duck Hunt on Halo.
Wait till Halo 6 or Halo Infinite comes out. I'm gonna be on Forge all the time.
I don't believe you. All right, so one thing that I did notice when I was booting up the game before I got started into boot camp is down at the bottom, I believe it said, blah, 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 down at the bottom left, adaptive controller enabled or something along the lines of that.
Yeah, you can enable the adaptive.
I thought that was pretty cool because that's the first game I've seen that on.
Jake, are you lying? He says this just in Ash from the Evil Dead coming to Gears 5 because he didn't come to Mortal Kombat.
Jago, you lied to us. How dare you?
They're keeping Ash for Combat Pack 2, I bet.
Maybe.
Or it could be Leatherface.
So anyways, I thought the adaptive controller thing there was cool. Like, I've not seen that in a game, so that, I don't know, it makes me feel like there's hope for the future. That they took the time to even put that there so people knew, So that was something that I found very positive about the game. It's very user-friendly.
Moving on,
first-party
games,
I think everybody just got kicked off of Gears because the screen is flickering and it says 30 people playing, but then it went to 2 and now it's back to 30.
Everybody got kicked off.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, right.
Speaking of controllers, did you guys see the new Nintendo exercise hula hoop controller? You didn't see the video?
The
okay.
Ubering.
No, I didn't.
That was
hilarious. Oh my god, you think I'm weird? I'm not as weird as Nintendo.
Oh, everybody got kicked again. Sorry, continue.
See, they need that new controller for Nintendo and work
Yo, that's OhSnap's new pastime. She's gonna look at the active players and see when it drops the huge chunk. Got kicked again.
I'm just gonna record it for 24 hours.
It was funny, man. It's like it was just flickering with people.
It's not funny, man. It breaks my heart.
Yeah, I can see that, Fox. But listen, Fox, when I do the campaign, maybe you can join me when it's doing better and at a healthier state.
I would be honored. Also, I remember that we started Ultimate Edition.
Yes, we did.
I remember that.
And we got 30% maybe. I know.
Yes. I think we were halfway, actually.
Yeah, I remember when we started Destiny 2 as well.
Fuck off, bot. I don't even know what you're talking about anymore.
I have a question. How come you can't play Gears 5 when Xbox is down and you can't?
I did.
Well, hold on. If there is a sign-in, all right. Here's the deal. If there is a sign-in issue with Xbox Live being down, then there's a chance you can't play the game then. But I will let you know. All right, and this is for people people out there, there's a whole bunch of confusion. Like we said, our internet went out, and it went out right in the middle of Crossfire. It kicked me off of Crossfire, and it didn't come back until like 1:45 in the morning, right?
Whoa.
How do you know? I thought you were sleeping.
All right, now no, because I looked at the Optimum Twitter, and it said when they were going back online. But here's the deal: before Xbox Live went out, before Xbox Live had its issues, it really wasn't a big deal to me because I continued playing the Gears 5 campaign with no internet. All right, so I was able to play the campaign without an internet connection. So for the people out there like, oh, you can't play Game Pass games without an internet connection and stuff like that, that is an absolute
As long as you're downloading the game, so
I couldn't.
you have to go offline or something. I don't know, but
and you also
Xbox
gotta
thought I didn't pay the bill again, and I was
no,
like,
I just said the it's out. I didn't know why. I didn't know why. But Sonic, the thing is,
That's my home console.
Yeah, but if you are game sharing with somebody, whoever has,
I wasn't. I had because I was doing a thing with Ubisoft because I couldn't connect to one of their games, so I made it my home console. So like it was for sure my home console when Gears was on.
All right, is your mouth tired of farting right now? So.
No, I'm just telling you, I couldn't play it. And it's my home console.
Here's the deal. Here's why I could play it, because the Ultimate Game Pass is actually under OhSnap's name, and my console is her home console. So I was able to play it.
My console is my home console, and Game Pass is under my name, and I still couldn't play it.
Well, dude, obviously you did something wrong.
who am I in a squad with? Tyler, hold on. Tyler put me in a squad with him. I apologize.
If I'm able to play it, if I am proof that I was able to play the campaign while not having an internet connection, what do you think the chances are that it just won't work for you, or possibly you have something set up wrong?
Well, check 1, it's my home console. Check 2, I paid for Game Pass. Check 3, I couldn't play the game. I don't know. That I'll record it next
Xbox,
time.
make a video on how to do it. How about that? Simple.
I guess so.
Oh, I guess so. All right, so
Sonic doesn't watch my videos anyway, so.
Yes, I do.
So
I watch your podcast. I didn't watch it last night because you were showing Gears gameplay that I wasn't at that part yet. So I did listen to it though.
The Riftworm town, like getting towards the end of that was absolutely insane. Yeah.
Yeah, I just listened to it. I didn't watch anything because you almost spoiled it for me.
You almost spoiled the game, Bot.
I said that. I was like, I figured the gameplay that I pulled for it, it was different gameplay. It was gameplay that people haven't seen yet. But I didn't think there was any spoilers in it.
I don't know, but Xbox, there's a
Jake. Just real quick, Jake asked me if I got my achievements.
I was gonna say that, Bot.
I didn't get my achievements while I was playing it. As soon as the internet connection came back on, then I turned on my system the next day, and they initiated when I turned it back on. I started seeing the achievements for beating the levels that I beat.
Nice. So at least you got them. That's not a complete disappointment or anything. I think a kid's sneaking upstairs with food. Just saying. I'm not so mean, Ty. Oh, okay, never mind. Carry on. I apologize, guys. I gotta stay on track here, but I'm glad you got your achievements because that would worry me, especially with the glitches in the game and things like that. But I do want to move on because it is 9 o'clock. We don't really have many other topics other than Xbot did point out the fact of a topic in the chat. The cultural advantages of a hot dog with a Santa hat, that really was just
we're comparing.
I needed to know what the cultural advantages of a hot dog with a Santa hat are. There is none.
Apparently Battletoads is more fun than a hot dog with Santa Claus hat.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. You are right, and we will stick with that ideology.
We can have this debate.
Battletoads!
Battletoads! That was actually part of the topics that you had in there. When's Battletoads coming out so you can stop yelling this?
It comes out on iOS and on Android phones in a month, probably.
Yay. This is a speed round, guys.
It looks like a freaking phone game, Xbot. Stop getting excited about it.
Wow, okay. He's really excited about it.
You can't see me. I am shaking my head at
Battletoads.
It says the person that plays retro games. Just saying.
Hell yeah.
All right, so I actually
play
have
the old Battletoads.
we actually have an interesting topic. Supersonic was like pre-ordering games when they hit the sale bin 2 to 3.
Battletoads.
Oh my god, 2 to 3 weeks later. So I think we talked about this in the past, but this is a really interesting thing. Is that a lot of the games that we're pre-ordering, they are going into the discount bin within a couple of weeks. What was that game?
Control went half price.
Which one?
In a week. Control.
I don't even know what that is, honestly.
It's like the Quantum Break, but with a chick or something.
I'm good. I don't.
Nobody wanted to give me a code for that game for some reason.
Bastards! How dare they not give you a code? Why would you possibly buy it yourself, bot?
Well, because somebody needed to live right by the beach.
I love it here. Okay, but anyways, there's a lot of games that, I get annoyed when they go into Game Pass, even though I've already been playing it for an entire year, right? And then I'm like, why is PUBG in Game Pass? I paid for the game, even though technically it was game gifted to me, but since I bought it for someone else, technically I paid for the game. But whatever. What the hell is that? Far Cry New Dawn? I bought that game, and then it was on sale like a month later.
Well, like the limited edition too. Like
I did, and
you went all out for that, guys.
As far as pre-ordering games, and then they're going on sale a month or two later, like maybe buying them when they drop, and maybe buying them or pre-ordering them, maybe this is a bad idea. I mean, I'm getting to the point where I guess I feel like I could actually wait for a game. There's nothing except for Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past.
Same here. I get that.
That one is coming out. It's coming out the 20th, right? This month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So that's probably the only one I'm not going to wait. Yes, please do. But other than that, like any games that we get, that we're paying $60 for, they go on sale. Well, for the majority of them, but I do get kind of pissed about this, and I want to know your guys' opinions.
That's why Game Pass is so awesome. I mean, I'm saying like you pay a monthly subscription. If you look at the games they've put in lately, of course, first party day and date, so we get to play Gears 5.
True.
But they have Devil May Cry in there, and yes, you might be upset that you paid for, PUBG inadvertently. But what Game Pass does is it makes sure that you have a higher pool of active players to actually play the game with. So, if like the core people who bought it so long ago, decide that they're going to move on to something else for a while, and the population drops, at least the game's in Game Pass. And for like the people who are getting into it, the newer people, the less like experienced people, at least you have people to play the game against.
That's a good point, Pat. I didn't think about it that way, but still, like within a couple weeks,
are gonna be
if the game's going on sale.
Good.
No, if the game's going on sale within a couple weeks, don't you guys find that a problem?
Well, it depends on like how badly you want to play the game. To be really honest with you, I remember, even back in the day, and to this day, I'm not the type of gamer that I have to buy every single game.
I'll be right back.
Like I only want games that that I think I'm gonna get into. So with that being said, like once you look into the game, you see gameplay and stuff like that. It's like, well, how badly do you want to play the game? And if it's to the point where it's like, man, I really got to get my hands on that game, you're gonna buy it day one. And if it drops in price a couple weeks later, I mean, you kind of you're getting what you're getting your money's worth. You were able to play it before anybody who grabbed it while it was on sale. It depends on like how much you really want the game.
I used to I got Xbox One like day one at launch. I used to buy like every freaking Xbox game, and then I just got tired of seeing. Okay, it's on Games for Gold now. Dang, I own all of them. I own all of them. I own all of them. And then Game Pass comes out. I own all of them. I own all of them. And then it's
brother, why
it's like
would
why even fucking buy anything anymore?
If you were buying like that during the 360 era, like I don't
I
understand.
did 360 too.
Like I don't understand why you would buy every game though. To be really honest with you,
I think the bigger issue that I have with Game Pass currently is like, for example, Devil May Cry 5. We'll take that for example. That game came out. I wanted to play it, so I bought it, right? And now it's in Game Pass.
Okay.
So that kind of alienates the general public that aren't just living off of Game Pass and not buying games.
But then if that's the case, why are you even worried about it then? Like,
so that makes me not want to go buy any more games that I normally would be spending 40, 50, 60 bucks on, because now I'm wondering, oh, well, is it going to be in Game Pass? Because like I'll just wait till it becomes in Game Pass, and then that's why spend your 60 bucks and then a month later have it come out on Game Pass just to
Devil May Cry
damn,
5,
I got screwed over.
Devil May Cry 5 is a third party, so that's the point. Like,
all right, I had to step away for a moment. I'm sorry to cut you off, Crispy, but that's exactly how I would feel. Is I got screwed over, but
that's how I feel, because like I still don't go for Game Pass. I don't like Game Pass. I've never liked Game Pass. I will not like Game Pass. I
like Game Pass.
I upgraded to Game Pass Ultimate only because it was $1 for 3 years, and so I did it. But once I upgraded it, I went on to Microsoft's website and then I canceled it.
He definitely did that.
And I did. I canceled it, and I still have Game Pass Ultimate for those 3 years, even though I canceled everything because it's still there. But
I don't
understand. Point in the matter. Hold on. The whole point in the matter, though, is it alienates the regular general buying public that doesn't want to be put into this game ass situation. And I want to buy my games. I want to own my games. But now I don't want to buy a game because I'm afraid, okay, well, I have Game Pass for the next 3 years. If I buy this game in a month, they could throw it on Game Pass, and then I just wasted $60.
But brother, but the thing is, you didn't waste $60 because you are the type of person where you don't want to be strapped down to a subscription service. You bought the game when it came out, so why would it matter to you?
Because I already have Game Pass for free.
But that was your decision right there. But obviously, you are set to the point where it's like, well, I don't really want to use it because I want to own my game. So guess what?
They're conforming us not to want to buy anything and not own anything.
The thing you're missing, Bot, is the mentality that they're creating is making people not want to buy games.
They don't care.
That's the mentality it's creating.
They're giving you the option.
Doesn't care.
Yeah, I never heard that before. People that buy the game when it comes out, like No Man's Cry came out in May or something, or March, and people were like, playing the game, enjoying the game within that time space between a month or two. They were already done with it by the time it came out in Game Pass, so they already were like, yeah, I already did that.
That's the thing, though.
That's the thing, though, is like I bought Devil May Cry. But in my mind, like I could have spent that $60 on something else instead of, because I wasn't gonna buy Devil May Cry, but I was like, you know what, I'll just buy it. So I bought it, right? Otherwise, if I knew it was coming to Game Pass, I wouldn't have bought it, and I would just let it come to the Game Pass because then I wouldn't have had to buy it. So now I'm sitting there in the back of my mind. I understand. Why am I gonna buy this game?
I understand where you're coming from, but that sounds. I don't want to say it like that, but that sounds more like
I'm not the only person.
I mean, I've never heard that, and I'm not saying that doesn't exist. I'm just saying I've never heard that personally from anybody that has Game Pass or that likes to own their games versus having that subscription or anything like that. I just never heard that before in general. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. Obviously, you literally described it, but I'm just saying I've never even felt like that at all. I never even thought about it that way, because then I would feel that way for Netflix and stuff like that. Whenever I go to the movies and I spend $20 on Marvel, and then next thing you know, they're on Netflix.
Well, actually, more like DVDs. Like, like man, I just bought like Endgame, or what is it? Well, we'll just use Endgame. Just be like, I just bought the Endgame DVD. and a week and a half, 2 weeks later, it was out on Netflix. It's like, well, but if you are the type of person, right? If you are the type of person who likes to own their content, then why are you bugging out about a subscription service?
Especially when Game Pass will probably get rid of it in a month or two, or whatever. So you'll still have it.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Well, that's the thing is like
million.
That's the thing is like I don't go back to a lot of the games I play. So if I play it, once I put it down, the chances of me going back to it are very slim. Like very, very slim.
You guys all make some very good points. I just wanted to point that out.
So I don't care whether they're going to get rid of it at Game Pass like a month later or whatever, because the chances are I'm done with the game.
You sound like a perfect Game Pass candidate that just doesn't want Game Pass.
I think Game Pass it's pro-consumer, but it's anti-publisher is the way I look at it.
And no, it's not. How much money they're getting? You don't know. I don't know. Who knows?
Why don't we know? We deserve to know.
My main thing with the Game Pass is
with how small it is right now, it's not a big deal. But when it grows into something big like Spotify, then there's going to be a lot more people bitching about it, like publishers.
Then it'll be up to them to not put their games on there, and then maybe Microsoft would just have their first party. Or they shouldn't have let it happen in the first place.
My main thing with Game Pass is
you don't have to use it.
That's the thing. Like they give us this, it's an option now, but what if they take the option? But it is though.
It's not like it's a magical like fairy tale word. It actually is.
Microsoft, but what if Microsoft decides not to let us buy our games anymore, and our only option is to rent it through Game Pass? That is my main concern with Game Pass. Because they could always turn that,
if you don't like that model, then you don't have to use Xbox if you don't want to anymore like that. You can just say, okay, well, I'm not interested.
I just don't understand why everybody's so fighting so hard for this love of Game Pass. Like,
because it's cheap and a lot of games. It is.
Real quick to Butcher. Not everybody has the quality type of job that you do. There are gamers out there who can't afford to buy but so many games per year, but when you look at it and they can consolidate that into a subscription where they only pay the price of what two games a year, it's well within their price range.
Everyone's saying that shit now while it's $2. Wait till these people get the $180 bill at the end of the year.
About the full price. I'm not talking about the dollar. I'm talking about the $10 per month for 12 months.
15.
You know, I haven't found enough games to warrant buying Game Pass for the first place.
I'll tell you right now where the value of Game Pass comes from. It's the fact that, like, let's say Xbox says, come play Halo 5 with me, like I did. I download it for nothing, and I come and play with you guys, even though I get my butt whooped.
You did.
And I still enjoy, you know, the conversation, the time we had with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
you know what?
That's important to me. You
guys are 100% right. I love Game Pass. I do.
No, I'm not saying.
I love Game Pass because it saved me time to mess with Microsoft support on returning Gears 5.
Damn.
Butcher, here's the thing. Nobody's telling you to like it, but when you say I don't see a reason for it and stuff like that, there is actually a reason. It might not be for you, and what you might, you know,
I think it's bad for the gaming in general, because then what it's doing is it's changing the way that everybody thinks about how a game should be. So, for example, they can listen. They can put Linda. They can put out
wow.
They can put out a shitty game or a half-baked game or a game full of microtransactions for nothing, and then they go, well, you didn't buy the game anyways, so just pay for all of our microtransactions. You know, like there's just
make
so
more
many
money off that, though. That's why they're doing it. Come on, man.
It's the mentality. You guys just don't understand. Your brains aren't capable
free to play, man.
Taking information.
Van, I'm on your side all the way 100%.
Van,
Fortnite is free to play.
Great point when Supersonic's on your side.
Hell yeah.
You know, okay, here. This is one of the craziest situations I've ever been in my life, because I never thought in my life that I would agree with Sonic so much, and I would agree with Crap Gamer so much. Like I never thought that in my wildest dreams that would ever happen up until this last year, and it's been happening more and more lately. Like, and that's what
after this show.
Hell, even Kanye West. I didn't think I would ever like that guy, but for some reason I've been agreeing with him more often too.
All right.
Well,
Hey,
I heard all I
alright.
needed to hear.
All these people drinking the Game Pass Kool-Aid, they're gonna come around.
I'm just saying, like.
This all started with, and I just need to point this out, about discount games, not even necessarily Game Pass. So I'm just going to throw that out there. And then it turned into a Game Pass argument. So I love it.
Speaking of games on deal, don't buy... Like, anything you buy from now till the week before Black Friday, it's all going to be half price. So that, like, I don't buy anything before...
The gaming developers are basing their stuff off of microtransactions. They've seen it with Fortnite. Okay, Fortnite is a phenomenon. It is still killing it, and it is a free-to-play game, and they're making billions of dollars, and that's what it's coming down to.
I just gotta say, as of right now, there is definitely a place for Game Pass. I just pointed out people who don't have a really high gross annual income and stuff like that, but they're gamers. They have, family that likes to play games. You pay the subscription service, and you have so many games, and you have first party day and date when it drops. I mean, when we all go out and get like Project Scarlet, it's gonna feel really good. At least in my opinion, it's gonna feel really good that I know I'm gonna pay for the console. And I don't have to put down a lot of money for the first party kind of like launch lineup. It's just going to be there in Game Pass, and I download it right from there, and I'm ready to play. Just putting money on the console right there. Now, granted, there are cause for concerns with things like what Butcher said. They just start putting out games on Game Pass that are just completely filled with microtransactions and stuff like that. But there's cause for concern with anything. Anytime EA announces a new game, there should be cause for concern. All right, concern is going to be out there in a community no matter what, because we're dealing with retail, we're dealing with corporations, we're dealing with companies that want to make money. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, that's when you speak with your wallet, or when it comes to Game Pass, you speak by not downloading that game. And by not downloading that game, the publisher who made that game does not get the kickback for how many people are downloading and playing that game. There's a way to be heard without saying, you know what, this service just doesn't need to be here.
Preach, bro, preach. No, it's true, because Madden 20, don't buy Madden 20. It's a rehash of Madden 19. It's almost completely. They got some bugs out, but it's almost completely the same game.
I haven't even seen an Xbox commercial in like a year without Game Pass on the front of someone's t-shirt. Who's that guy from Crackdown?
Which one?
Terry Crews.
Crackdown's coming out. Game Pass. Gears of 5. Game Pass. Any commercial. Game Pass. Game Pass this. Phil Spencer can't even do an interview without talking about Game Pass. Or saying Game Pass like 20 times.
Do you think that's not smart, though? Because
brother, we can't even do a show without talking about Game Pass. So there you go.
True story.
True.
Gaming in general as an entire revenue base is 3 times what it was when I started playing on Xbox, not even just gaming. Okay? It is growing at such a rate that why wouldn't you have a subscription-based system involved?
Because it's going to get oversaturated. Subscriptions are going to get oversaturated. Everyone's going to do their own subscriptions with their own exclusives.
Gaming subscription? What's the other gaming subscription? What is the other
EA,
one?
We got Microsoft. We got EA. We got Sony. Hold on.
EA.
Hold on. We got Sony. We got Nintendo. We got Ubisoft. Who else is on here?
This all started with GameFly shipping out discs.
Does Sony distribute day and date with their exclusives to PS5?
It don't matter. It's the same shit, man.
No,
it's renting games. Like I don't want.
You guys say just play with your wallet, right? Make it with your wallet. But people show with their wallet every day that I'm gonna buy all these indie games so I can advance my gamer score, so it makes my gamer score look better.
That's what they do.
But they're doing that with their wallet, and the developers are like, these guys really like our game, but they're like, no, I don't really like the game. I just like the gamer score.
Gamer score, man. You think he really liked playing Barbie? I don't think so.
Randall Thor likes Barbie.
No. But
that's speaking with your wallet. Hey, I'm just speaking with my wallet. I don't care about your game, but I just want gamer score. But I'm going to speak with my wallet.
That's what a lot of achievement hunters do. But you got to, when you look at it,
at the end of the day, those developers don't care about us. I mean, I'm just putting this out there. They don't care about us individually. So if we speak with our wallet and not actually caring about the game, it's neither here nor there because they don't even know us personally.
What I'm saying is there's a lot of people that don't care about the whole speak with your wallet thing because they'll buy the game anyways because of whatever factor.
Okay. Well, if there's enough people who feel like you, it would cause a stir. But
yeah, like when everybody was talking about Fallout, and I don't know, I don't think they did pretty good.
No, not at all. And they had to give better canvas bags out.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
I would just hate to see the way that I buy games and stuff goes away, and it's all just rental services because
you're using Game Pass too.
Everyone got baited by this $2 buy-in crap, hook and bait tactic.
I don't know what to say besides if you don't like it, don't use it. Like honestly, and I hear you guys with.
And it sucks because I love
right
Xbox.
now, though.
There's other people who do like it as a service, though.
If it was really bad and later on it's saturated and it's just a whole bunch of crap in Game Pass, then people would take their money out of there, and then it won't do so good. And then Xbox will shut up about it, just like they shut up about Windows when they were trying to do PC gaming at the same time as the 360.
One thing I like about Xbox, one thing I like about Xbox that kind of has, it doesn't have me as concerned as like man. Like when it comes down to it, look at Xbox's track record of like keeping servers open on older games and stuff like that. When it comes down to it, you look at like the companies that are in console development, and Xbox is second to none on keeping servers open for people who like playing the older games and stuff. So when people are like, well, you're not really owning your game, they can take it away from you whenever they want. Like, Xbox has proven that if you're playing a game that might not be the new hotness, they're not shutting you down and keeping you from that game. They have it open all the way through for like absolute years. So
look at what Nintendo is doing now. They got Nintendo Online. You got pay. I know, but you got to pay $20 a month. I want to go buy Super Mario 3. I want to own that game. I don't have an option to own that game. The only way I can play that game is through a subscription. I don't want Xbox to turn into something like that.
Sonic doesn't like renting games, but he does love emulating them on his PC. Which does not go to any publisher or anything like that.
Hey, if Nintendo don't want to take my money and let me buy a game, hell yeah, I'm gonna emulate it.
But Supersonic, you just stream all your porn. See, Black Rider said, "Stop streaming porn." I don't know, but are you guys done arguing about Game Pass?
What did you say? Porn?
I definitely did. Totally wasn't me. That was the Black Rider though. Cool.
Oh, no comment. Hold on.
Hey, Super.
See, Black Rider,
You're
you
fired.
said a naughty word. You're going on Santa's naughty list.
I thought he was going to say Santa's lap. I'm like,
same.
Oh.
Told you Santa Claus is real.
So Jago says, I love GameStop and physical. Down with Netflix and Hulu. They are the devil. They started this nonsense. I feel like GameFly is the one that started all this nonsense because you could rent digital discs. I mean, not digital. You could rent discs from them and then send them back. And they were really like the first game subscription that I knew of. And they did really well.
My whole thing is
it was
people-
actually
if people
Blockbuster.
didn't want this, it wouldn't be a success. Netflix wouldn't be out there.
I love Netflix. Just
You
saying.
see what I'm saying? So you blame
Can you
the
download Netflix games?
you blame the company that created the service, but you completely negate how many people use that service to make it popular.
Hundreds of
You know-
thousands.
You know what? I'm happy for all you Game Pass people.
You're a Game Pass person too.
Gears 5. I don't have to buy it. I just have it.
No one
Play
bought
it.
Gears 5. They all
I
rented
will
it.
let you know right now.
Hey,
No, they
I
didn't.
have it.
That's
I have it.
why.
What are you
Foxy.
talking about?
She's gonna kick your
Except
ass.
Foxy, I'm sorry.
Thank you. Thank you.
And
Fix
everybody
that.
that downloaded it on Steam, they had to pay for it. Just
No, they
saying.
just stole it.
Yeah, they stole it.
Guys,
Yeah.
I will say one thing right now, though. With us moving and how much it costs for our family to move and stuff like that, if it wasn't for Game Pass, I wouldn't be playing Gears right now.
True
We
story.
got Tim Adas bought Gears 5. Did you say Blair Witch? That game made me fall asleep.
That game's freaking cool. I gotta beat that game.
You know
I
what?
was streaming and I fell asleep playing that game.
Delirium Blades, who's
How
Mr.
drunk were you?
Negativity, he
I'm
actually
sober.
loved that game. So I was shocked. I actually went and told Bot about that because he complains about everything.
I
And
love it in
he enjoyed
VR.
it.
That game would be awesome in virtual
Hell
reality.
no. That's a heart attack
Say that
waiting to
about
happen.
everything.
True story.
Foxy, one day you will put a VR helmet on your head
What?
and you will be mesmerized.
Can you play what's it called? Solitaire on VR?
Actually, yeah.
Oh, see?
Oh, you can play
This
poker too.
Explains everything.
Yeah,
All right.
you can play poker.
Fox, you can come over to our house and play VR and we'll have fun. Yay. Okay.
Okay, well,
Alright.
I'll do that for Mel. No one else.
Yay.
No one else.
All right, side note, has nothing to do with gaming. The 16-year-old just came over to gloat about how he got to see it too, and I told him don't spoil it, but I really can't wait to see that movie. And I'm gonna get a life-size it guy.
No.
And
And then
Nice.
He's gonna be
stare
behind-
over Xbox.
No.
I gotta go.
no, he's so cool. But
No.
yeah, I'm buying him. I don't care
No.
what you say, Bot.
No.
He will get your side of the bed. How about that? All right.
Can you
He's
guys,
gonna cuddle with Bot.
Burn.
will you guys, I got a serious thing I need to say. Can we have like 3 seconds of silence for Man at Arms because he fell off my shelf and broke his arm off?
What? No. Timla said Fox is gonna come play Beat Saber with me. Man, she said only me. But okay. I'll accept that.
3 seconds.
Nah. I never agreed to that.
Arm.
That's good.
What are you talking about?
Man at Arms is dead. He
I don't
fell off
fucking
my
know.
thing.
Sonic
And
broke
Beat
one of his toys again.
Oh, okay.
Beat Saber is awesome.
So that would feel like if I like smash my TV or something. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you can watch Netflix in VR to see Black Rider.
Hey,
And you're,
Sonic, when Scarlet comes out,
See how he just went over that?
Sonic.
He's like,
you
I'm
can play
ignoring what
Xbox
you
in
said.
VR.
Sonic, when
Everybody's
Scarlet
talking
comes
at
out,
once.
You can use the Oculus on the Scarlet, and they're gonna put VR games in Game Pass. What are you gonna think then?
It won't happen because Phil Spencer's a liar.
Okay. All right, we'll see.
If
Right.
it does happen, I will. I don't know what I'll do.
Yeah, buddy.
I will be very, very happy if they do that, but it's not going to happen.
Wrapping it up.
It's gonna be a
Wrapping
hot
it
dog
up.
with a Santa hat, just telling you like, "Come here" with his hands, like, "Come here, Sonic."
Oh yeah, I'll be
Yo,
there
you
day
guys
one
are
if they
crazy.
do it, but it's not going to happen.
He has culture advantages, so as being a hot dog with a Santa hat.
I already got it both. I got my Oculus and an Xbox. But I don't have a Scarlet. If they did it, I would go buy a Scarlet.
Anyways, guys, we do have to wrap the show up because I gotta get some gaming going before I have to go to work tomorrow. Yeah, you know, that's your fault. But anyways, NLG says, "Man at Arms can't whack off Skeletor now. So sad." I had to throw that out there.
We still got Fisto.
Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. You guys all, like the panel and the people in the chat. I appreciate you guys being here and supporting the show. It made it well worth our comeback today. And it's been really fun. And I appreciate you for joining us, Foxy, and everybody else for, just coming together in less than a week's notice. So thank you guys. And thank you, chat peeps. What's up, Bob?
Bless Game Pass.
OhSnaps.
Yes.
Check this out. Fade to Silence is a single-player and co-op survival adventure set in a post-apocalyptic world that is frozen in eternal winter.
So you're telling me it's Metro?
I don't know.
It sounds like DLC for Battletoads.
I'm reading from the chat, okay?
Okay. Oh, okay. I got you. All right. Butcher Man, hashtag Forced to Love Game Pass. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you, everybody, for the super chats and making Ship Cat Kitty dance once again. It's been a lot of fun. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bing, 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 bong. China. Bing, bing, bong. Obamacare. Bing, 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 bong, 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 bong. Get those lights off. Bing, 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 bing. China. Bong, bong. Bing, 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 bong. Turn off the lights. I'm really rich. Bing, bing, bong. $1 million. Bing, bing, bong. It's Rubio. Bing, 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 bong, 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 bong. And by the way, bing, 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 bing. I love China. Bing, bing, bong, bong. Bing, 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 bong. How can you not love China?